What's up guys, Intellitech Studios here, and today's a fun day because I made two eBay sales, and these two machines are going to be going out the next day, but they will get their respective videos. The first, as you can see, is the Panasonic Performance Plus. This one's the model MC-V5217. And this one's not going to get a full review because I have the identical Performance Plus Platinum. That one's in better shape, and that one is going to get the full review treatment. But I still want to show this machine off before I actually ship it off to the buyer. So this one is going to be in a demo because I got to clean my living room. And don't worry, I'm using the old bag that was in this machine when I got it. The customer's going to get a brand new bag. I've got a bunch of those really nice Cirrus bags, and I have some genuine Panasonic bags too, and maybe some Riccar branded bags as well. So I'll probably throw one of each on the table, put them in a wheel and spin it and see which bag I end up putting in there for the new customer. So this particular one has been slightly modified with a replacement white cord from what I understand. It's actually a really, really nice quality cord, but alas, I don't need another Panasonic, especially in that since the time I've sold this, I got the Kenmore Progressive 100, which, again, very similar sort of design to this machine. Although this is one of the few Panasonics that I have where this part isn't broken. So, honestly, I probably should have taken this part off, but, before I sold it, but whatever. That is that. So, while this machine isn't perfect, the one main issue it has, although it doesn't affect the functionality, is for some reason this side part likes to push itself out of the way. Like if I recline this and I just kind of flick it, it'll pop down without actually needing to push the button. So that's kind of weird, but if anything, it's like a little accessible quick release. So that does mean if you pick it up, it will sometimes do that. But other than that, it's fully good and everything. So again, it does have the crappy bag in there, but after I do this video, I'm going to wash the bag door, wipe out the inside of this, put a bag in, and clean this up a little bit more. It doesn't really need any cleaning, but I'm still going to make it look as nice as possible for the customer. Because, yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. Brush roll's in good shape, did put a new belt on it, at least at one point. It sat for a little bit, so I'm not sure how stretched it is. It feels like it's still got good tension, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. So yeah, and Ruby tore up part of her little plushie, little lamb chop, so we gotta vacuum that up. So we'll do that in just a sec after I turn off the heat. Alright, now we can give this a quick run. Now, whenever I first got this, it was a little bit loud, and I think I said on eBay that it runs a little bit loud, but ironically, now that I've ran it again, it sounds just fine to me. There's like a little bit of not like a hiss, but it's like a little bit of a noise to it, but it seems fine now, really. It seems just as quiet as any other Panasonic. So, yeah, so hopefully whoever gets this will enjoy it, even though it's not perfect. I did do my best to make sure to mention all that in the description so they know what they're getting. And I did send them an offer for a little bit lower too, so hopefully it all works out and they enjoy it. It is a great machine after all. I just prefer my gray one. It's weird because this one doesn't say platinum on it. They seem to be the exact same machine to me, so I'm not really sure what the difference is. Maybe someone in the comments can correct me. But yeah, we'll go ahead and run this. barely doesn't fit. this isn't the review, but man, this thing is a brilliant machine. I really hope whoever gets it likes it, because now that I'm using it, actually for the first time, you know, because I didn't expect it to sell as quickly as it did. It only sat up there for like a month, and I just hadn't used it. And honestly, I do really like it. But again, I've got the Platinum model, which is identical. It's got the same headlight and everything. The only difference is that instead of doing that, it has a broken holster for the wand. So, yeah, this thing runs beautifully, honestly. I think maybe the only reason why it ran rough when I first got it is maybe it just needed a little bit of a, maybe just needed to run for a little bit, because whoever had it probably ran it pretty aggressively, because there's no clogs or anything. It pretty much just needed a belt, and the brush needed a little bit of love. But after getting that taken care of, this thing runs beautifully, and it could still be a good daily driver for somebody, because it's, even though it's not the lightest machine in the world, it's not heavy. It's so funny the way it flops down like that. But that's the thing, is it's like, when you're using it, it's balanced beautifully. It's almost like Dyson-esque in the way that no matter how heavy it is in the hand, like the older Dysons, like the DC-14 and DC-07, it just glides effortlessly. And that's probably because of the way the joint is on the main cleaner head. But the cool thing is that, well, this thing actually cleans well, and it's quieter, and yeah, it's basically just like a power force that's been sort of refined, other than of course that post always breaking, which is my biggest problem with Panasonic's. I don't understand why people like the Taconi machines more than this, because I mean, the Panasonic did it first and they did it right, and it's really a shame they're not around anymore, because this design is timeless. And if they had just reinforced this part a little bit more, or even relocated it to the back, you know, that's something they could copy from other machines, is having the tool storage on the sides and all that. That's something they could have copied. Then this thing would be perfect, pretty much, at least for a carpet machine. And of course, there is the Quiet Force model I have that has the clutch, but for some reason that one isn't as nice to use. It's still great, don't get me wrong, it's still a great little machine, but it doesn't feel like it's agitating as well as this for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe the metal base plate just makes it glide more smoothly on carpets, maybe? I'm not sure. But either way, it's a great little machine, and this is the last time you're going to see it on the channel, because the new customer is going to get it, and hopefully they like it. At least that's the hope anyways. So that is that. Intellitech Studios signing out, which is a super quick living room vacuuming demo of the Panasonic Performance Plus MC-V5217. So I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed a lovely little Panasonic. Have a good one. Peace. And more videos coming soon, as always.